Everyone's talking about AI agencies versus SMMAs, which stands for social media marketing agencies. And you might be wondering which path is right for you. Personally, I've seen the hype firsthand, and I've also witnessed the costly mistakes that people make when jumping into AI without a plan. In today's video, I'll break it all down so you'll know which is the best path for you. So by the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the core differences between AI automation and social media marketing agencies. You'll understand why technical expertise matters more with AI and how to avoid the dreaded shiny object syndrome, so you can start your journey the smart way. In this video, first of all, we'll start with the core differences between the two types of agencies. I'll explain why AI automation demands technical expertise, but maybe not as much as you think. Then we'll look at contrasting growth models. We'll speak about product-led versus service-led. I'll show you why AI automation is a blue ocean opportunity, which means that there's a lot of potential. I'll discuss why starting a social media marketing agency might make more sense for you. We'll speak about shiny object syndrome. And finally, I'll give you my recommendations for what to do next, the next steps to help you move forward. So if that sounds like a great plan, let's jump right in. Number one, let's speak about the difference between social media marketing agencies and AI automation agencies. So SMMAs traditionally focus on lead generation and digital marketing services. Typically, you'll pick a niche like real estate, e-commerce, or even a local business, and you handle their ads, their funnels, their social media content. The aim is to drive their return on investment. On the other hand, with an AI automation agency, the whole thing is about building and implementing custom workflows, chatbot, integration systems that aren't necessarily tied to a single niche. You're focusing on process improvement, you're focusing on automating tasks, and you're focusing on streamlining operations. The key distinctions is that SMMA thrives on marketing expertise. It's about running ads, it's about showing direct ROI. With AI automation, there's a problem-solving mindset where you have the ability to put together systems that solve specific, let's say, operational challenges. And this matters because if you love sales, if you are creative, if you love putting together marketing campaigns, SMMA might be a more natural fit. On the other hand, if you enjoy tech systems, design, innovation, AI automation agencies can be better or can be perfect for you. So it all depends on the type of person that you are. With that said, let's speak about specialized technical skills and the things that make creating or coming up or building an AI automation agency important. The first thing is coding knowledge. So many people believe that they need specific coding knowledge, knowing Python, knowing JavaScript. I'm not gonna lie, it's helpful, but it's not mandatory. Because with the use of no-code tools, and there are plenty of those in the market, some are obviously better than others, these tools let you build automations without heavy programming knowledge. You just need to understand how data flows between different applications, from the source, what happens in the meantime, and like in the middle, and what happens at the very end, what is the final destination. Using no-code tools, using platforms like Make.com, like Zapier, allows you to connect apps and create multi-step workflows. There are tools like Bubble, which are great for building web applications. A tool like Software, which is also a great kind of drag and drop type of web app building software. The biggest advantage that you can have is mastering these tools and being able to create innovative systems that you can present to businesses. There's also the tactical versus the strategic comparison that you need to keep in mind. Even with these no-code tools, you'll still need to be able to think logically. You'll still need to be able to plan each step and consider what triggers the workflow, what actions need to happen, and how you will measure success. So it's not just about putting stuff together, throwing it out there, and that's it. You need to understand how data will flow. With that said, the barrier to entry is lower than you might think. Yes, there is a learning curve, but it's more about practice rather than years of formal coding. So when you can start with simple automations, gain confidence, and then expand, you're in a very good position. Let's speak about product-led versus service-based growth. So SMMAs as a service-based model is all about selling your time and expertise in digital marketing. As you scale, you'll probably need more account managers or more media buyers to handle the additional clients. Your success depends on your sales skills and your personal brand. On the other hand, with AI automation, when you think about it from a product-led type of model, this is like building a product, right? You're creating a system once and it can be reused with minimal tweaks. You can license it, you can adapt it for different clients. Essentially, the sales approach involves product demos where you show your solution and how it solves a specific problem. So, what does this all technically mean? If you enjoy straightforward client work, potentially SMMA is more established. If you're drawn to innovation, to scalable product development, then AI automation might be more fulfilling for you. Having product-led growth can be less hands-on once you've built a solid tool, but all the work you're doing is front-loaded. You're doing upfront tech, you're doing upfront research and development, which needs to work well in the first place. This also means that it's a blue ocean type of opportunity when it comes to AI and automation. So this market is still maturing, which means that there is less competition compared to more established digital marketing niches. Many businesses want to automate a lot of tasks, but simply don't know where to start. And that is where you would come in with an AI automation agency. There's a lot of potential. You can impact a lot of industries, healthcare, finance, retail. So there's a lot of industries that can use your expertise if you decide to go with an AI automation agency. There's also new use cases which are constantly appearing. Chatbots, data analytics, process optimization. There's a lot of areas where you can specialize, which also means that it's a fast changing field. So it's not like you learn one thing once and that's it. You need to stay on top of technological updates, new technology, integrations. You need to understand what is happening. You need, honestly, a genuine passion for solving these unique challenges. So it's not just about making money, it's about being able to offer the best products to your audience. If you're a beginner, if you're new, and you want to go with AI automations, I would suggest you start with small projects. There's a lot of content on YouTube on this channel that can help you do that. You start with one problem that you might have, you figure out a solution for it. Maybe you automate a simple, repetitive task. Once you have it working well, you can do that for a client, even if it's for free. You're just testing the waters to see if it makes sense to proceed to dive deeper in this specific niche, in this specific industry. You can also partner or you can outsource to developers as you scale and when you need more advanced setups. Being able to use or rather leverage no-code communities is great when you need support. So in both industries, there's a lot of support that you can get from people that are more established. Now, let's speak about shiny object syndrome because this is one of the biggest killers in any type of business that you can go in. This is essentially when you jump from one hot trend to another without mastering anything. You're just dabbling in one area, and as soon as it doesn't work as quickly or as fast as you want it to work, you jump to the next seemingly big thing. AI is the buzzword right now, but if you don't commit, you'll end up wasting your time and your money. And this is dangerous. Learning AI tools can be and is time consuming. If you abandon them every time something new pops up, essentially you'll never get the profitable skill level that you need, which means that you end up going in circles. Sometimes when you need cash flow, you might consider an SMMA agency, which means that you use the knowledge that you have in your digital marketing business and you find clients and do their social media stuff for them. You do their content, their ads. It potentially could be a faster way to making an income. It's also a way to, do I say it, to hone your business skills, your own sales on sales calls, you're selling yourself. And then you could technically pivot into AI automation. However, I would suggest that you stick with one thing. If you can play the long game, if you can set clear goals and stick to them and think about years rather than weeks in terms of achieving these goals, I think you stand to win bigger over the long term period. What is important is that you learn solid skills, that you think about what you're diving into, and not just chase AI or any type of trend because it's popular. You do it because you see the real opportunity and you have the bandwidth to learn. I think that is key. Always wanting to get better at what you do. So in this video, I spoke about quite a few things. The bottom line is that AI automation agencies are different from SMMA agencies in the skill set that you need and the approach that you take. But thanks to no-code platforms, AI automation doesn't require heavy coding or years of experience, just need a strategic mindset. On the other hand, if you start with SMMA, you can technically build cash flow before you decide to move on to AI. But I would still encourage you to focus, to learn, and to solve real problems, whether you go with one thing or the other. Finally, if you stick to something for the long term, I think that is where the real magic happens. So shiny object syndrome can be a killer. Don't let it be yours. So this is my kind of key takeaway from this video. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. And in the meantime, check out the link in the description for more ways how I can help you with AI and automation in your business. I'll speak to you soon.